what do you feel like, I guess, what would you say the state of content creation is today, creators, whomever it may be, and how important is it for companies to really embrace just becoming almost like a media company in a sense?
Yeah, I could definitely kick us off. I think there's so much opportunity in content, right? So you see every day new creators, new influencers being born. And one of the things that I like about Justin is that he's always working, always creating, because at any moment, that great quality content that you are producing can pop off. Now, obviously, there's a strategy to it that we'll talk about in depth about the marketing opportunities, but then there's still this opportunity organically for you to grow. And so I think that's the opportunity for creators and influencers. And then one of the things that I kind of want to talk about are the companies that are getting it right, the amount of money they spend on production. I have a client that spends a lot of money on production just to capture their experience at the events, just to capture testimonials from attendees. And that budget is larger than the overall marketing budget, right? And so I think when they're getting it right, they're seeing great growth, they're seeing more brand recognition, and it is almost exclusively due to great content.
Yeah.
What I want to add to that is this is the right time to be doing it. I was working with a real estate client of mine recently, and we actually talked about that he used to do content back in the day, like 12 years ago. But 12 years ago wasn't the time to be doing this. Yeah. Right now is. Like the same content that I'm creating for him now, he did back then and saw no engagement. But he was just not leveraging the right people, the right opportunities, and the platforms. Right now we have Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube.
It's the platforms.
Those are the platforms that everyone should be put. I mean, the growth of Instagram is crazy. We all know how Instagram started. It was just a photo sharing app.
With great filters.
With great filters.
Yeah.
And just knowing that you can make these like 30 to 60 second recap videos that tell a great story and really impact and have a lot of value to your audience and really get these brands to grow in the right way. I actually want to ask you about, when did you start?
My business?
Yeah.
I've been in business for about 10 years now.
10 years. Have you seen, I'm curious to know what you were doing different like 10 years ago as opposed to today.
Well, I think part of it, I would say it was a little bit easier in a way just because we were producing only graphics, right? And so when you put that element in a video for agency, quality comes into play, right? So then we have to outsource. We have to find good talent and good producers to produce for our clients. And so back then, it was easy for us to throw together graphics. So it was easier in that way to produce what clients wanted. But there was not the same type of growth that there is now when it comes to the quality of content that we're seeing. And so that's the biggest pivot that I've seen. And then I would also say engagement. Engagement around either supporters or potential supporters. There's so much more engagement on your video content versus the graphics and flyers that we're promoting. It's sharing the same information. It all has a call to action for you to do the same thing, but the engagement is so much higher. So there's more loyalty being built with really good content.